The Fallout 3 remake, the literally worst remake you could have picked from all of the Fallout games.
Going into Naughty 3 2024, many of us were hoping for that Fallout 3 remaster announcement. And I mean, hey, it popped up on this leak.
I wasn't. I actually hope it's not happening because Fallout 3, playable, but not that great. There are better Fallouts to remake.
Bethesda roadmap last summer and was even mentioned in some 4chan leaks. It's not like those are ever wrong, right? Well, sadly,
4chan leaks are sometimes correct. That is the most insane part.
the summer showcase came and went, and we of course didn't get a Fallout 3 remaster, but that doesn't mean you can't play one, as some modders have been diligently working on remaking Fallout 3 in Fallout 4's engine, and this is a unique one. Unlike many of the other remake mods out there right now, this one isn't years away, and you'll actually be able to play this in 2024, as this team is choosing to remake the Fallout 3 DLC first, and even expanding on what original content was there, so you should hopefully be playing a remade Fallout 3 far sooner than you think. But hey, summer.
Oh yeah, that's the Pitt remake. I remember about it. It was pretty close. Well, it was pretty close the last time people spoke about it, and was pretty close the last time people were speaking about it. So I guess it's even closer now.
Video. Fallout 4, the Capital Wasteland project, is the Fallout 3 remake mod. We've been following this one for years, as insane amounts of progress has been made on it. But the team faced a bit of a hurdle.
That's a pretty decent 10-penny token. By the way, who blew up Megaton without thinking twice? Me. Every single time.
In perhaps the best way possible. Some of the most
Best part, Moira never dies. Man, you blow up Megaton in hopes of killing Moira. And she just survives. It's tragic.
active members of this project were actually hired by Double 11 to begin working on Fallout 76. And while at Double 11, they've actually created several of the DLCs we've been playing for Fallout 76, and honestly some of the best DLCs for that game. So as such, some of the recent focus from the Fallout 3 Remake mod has switched to some more concentrated projects, aka remaking some of the Fallout 3 DLCs before releasing the full-fledged mod that's a full remake of the base game. And from the latest updates, we can see that they have a ton done already. Earlier this year, they shared a gameplay deep dive of this recreated Pitt, and to me, this is simply stunning. It's this hybrid approach of not only recreating the Pitt itself, but also expanding some of the content, as those Fallout 3 DLCs were pretty basic, all the while integrating this into the world of Fallout 4. So right off the bat, getting to the Pitt will be done in Fallout 4's Commonwealth, and as you can see, some of these recreated locations are near identical to what we had in Fallout 3. And to get this all functional, a ton of
Wow, near identical. That sold me so hard.
content needs to be remade for this one. Warner's voice lines can't just be reused from Fallout 3, so instead they had to find a voice actor that sounds almost identical to the original character.
Thank you for your help with those guys. They finally tracked me down.
The Pit is a mess. Nearly every
Is this recycled content from the last Juice Hit video on the Fallout 4 Remake mod? Kind of feels like it is.
everyone who lives there is either sick, dying, or worse.
But of course, the main appeal is going to be going to the Pit itself. The visuals here got a giant upgrade. The lighting and weathers just immediately make this Fallout 4 version look far better. But you'll also notice as they begin making their way into the DLC, even
I know, people are probably looking at this and being like, wait, which was the upgraded version? Wait, which was the not upgrade? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Oh my god, the visuals are so better. Are they now? Are they really so much better? It's hard to tell. It's like when Bethesda improved the lighting for Starfield and people were like, I have no idea which is supposed to be the bad one and which is supposed to be the good one. They're all both kind of trash anyway.
Even things like raider spawn points are perfectly matched up to Fallout 3. It's not like they're just doing enough to get the recreation done. No, they are doing everything one-to-one as to how it was in the original Fallout 3 DLC. The dialogue choices are going to be exactly the same, enemies will be spawning in exactly the same place, and even some of these mines are in the exact same place. And even some of these smaller scripting details, like these prisoners with jobs exploding at the exact same locations they would in Fallout 3. Yeah, the prisoners with jobs don't actually blow up from the mines, and instead it's all on a timer, and they redid the behind the scenes scripting perfectly for this remake mod. As you can see, this team is doing a phenomenal job at recreating this DLC. The entire main questline is already playable, and they describe targeting a 2024 release date. We hopefully will be playing this one later this year, but that actually isn't all they're doing. Like I mentioned,
Dude, at this rate, by the way, Bethesda is gonna ban modding because if Todd Howard is literally ruining his whole life about because just Fallout New Vegas is better than Fallout 3, imagine how pissed is he gonna be that a remake of Fallout 3 is better than their remake of Fallout 3. Imagine how absolutely livid Toddy Boy is gonna be.
Mentioned before, the Pit for Fallout 4 will include a considerable expansion compared to Fallout 3. So while this is the map of the Pit from Fallout 3, this is the work-in-progress map for this remade version for Fallout 4. We're talking about nearly 6 times the world space being utilized here.
Okay, very cool. So are we gonna get like a PayPal donation link or something like that? Because that's my feeling. Okay, it's like when people announce Project Skyrim in Starfield. And it's like, okay, nothing has really been done yet, but here's a PayPal link. I hope that you will support us. If we're not going to see enough support, we're not going to make it. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm sold, boys. I am so sold.
So now, not all of this will be fully explorable area, but most of it will be. And as you can imagine, this will include a ton of additional content, and all of this will unlock after completing the main questline of the Pit. Several new settlements will occupy this new area, some of these being destroyed, while some others are inhabited by wildmen. And this will expand the backstory of the wildmen faction in a lore-friendly way, but also expand on other Pit lore. Like, where is all that steel scrap coming from, and why is it so valuable? As well as even new types of trogs, one of the main enemies of the Pit, will be added with this, and these new trogs are going to have different stats and visuals, so they'll actually
No one likes trogs. Trogs are dumb. Everyone hates them. Please, less trogs in my life. Thank you very much. I'd rather face that clause, honestly.
feel distinct. And even all of that still isn't all. They still are working on the larger Fallout 3 remake. It's not like progress on that has stopped, and are consistently posting up.
So, you're telling me they're trying to remake Fallout 3, then they went to remake The Pit? They're not done with The Pit yet, but you know, they're already promising 7 times the details of The Pit, and now they're trying to also remake the rest of Fallout. Okay, where's the PayPal link? Oh, it's gonna be available this summer, right now, today. You're already watching it, and it's available. Oh boy. This is why this is one of the bigger problems with modding. It's just hype. It's Kickstarter all over again at this point.
Updates around some of that new progress. But okay, I hear you. This all looks cool, but you still have to wait, right? Well, thankfully, no, because right now you can already play a remade version of Fallout 3, as this team has already released a recreated version of Point Lookout for Fallout 4. And like put simply, this is a one-to-one recreation of Fallout 3's DLC in Fallout 4. You can literally use guides from Fallout.
Wait, I didn't know about this. You're telling me this is legit now? Suddenly it all just makes sense and is good and legit. That's crazy.
Fallout 3 to help you with completing some of the quests while experiencing this Fallout 4 remade version. And even things like loot are in the exact same place in this remake. There are some changes to make it work with the story of Fallout 4. It's honestly almost identical to Fallout 3's variant, just kind of swapped around to make sense in Fallout 4. As well as Point Lookout doesn't feature full-on voice acting out of the box, but you can download some of these AI voice mods that will add in voice acting. But yeah, a Fallout 3 remake mod is already here, and if you're tired of waiting, make sure you play this one because it's amazing. But honestly, that isn't even the only mod that we're going to be able to go hands-on with in 2024. As the Fallout 1 remake is also planning a pretty special release this summer. This is known as Fallout Vault 13. We've already seen a fair amount of gameplay from this mod, and it looks incredible. The mod does have that unique challenge of adapting a top-down 2D world into a proper explorable 3D world space, but as you can see from this video, a good chunk of that is already done. You'll be able to play this aspect of the mod
To be honest, all you need to do is to recreate this Fallout experience is just have this type of looking building, and that's kind of it.
This summer. The team has been working on a playable demo that'll feature the Inyo as an explorable area, and this has been worked on for a couple of years now. In this playable area, you'll get to explore the original vault with Vault 13, but also Vault 15, Shady Sands, as well as all of the areas in between. This is coming soon, but it's also just a really big deal for the Fallout community. These are some of the original, like literally the first Fallout locations that fans have ever experienced. You probably at least know about Shady Sands from that recent Fallout TV TV show controversy, but getting major sections of Fallout 1 released as a playable demo will be massive for the Fallout community. For a fair number of fans out there, this will be their first time ever experiencing any of the content from those original Fallout games. Lots of people just cannot get over this visual style and have been waiting for fans or Bethesda to finally remake these projects, and it's not even that far away. In the latest update from the end of April, the team described how the demo is 90% complete and that it'll be releasing before the end of summer. Just like Fallout London, it does seem like
there is absolutely no way Bethesda doesn't get ultra pissed about everyone out doing Fallout at this point. But hey, I have been saying this for a while. I'm happy about literally any Fallout in any form as long as Bethesda is not involved in making it. And as long as that stays true, I'm kind of happy.
next-gen update for Fallout 4 is leading to some problems with getting this demo out, as now several core and utility mods need to be updated to work with this new version. Thankfully, much of that work has already been done, and those mods have updated, but overall, yeah, this is really exciting. You may finally be playing one of the original Fallout games in 3D, and
by the way, you know what's one of the craziest parts about every time a mod like this appears? The outer wilderness for all these mods is just so much better crafted than Bethesda originals. Any Bethesda original, in fact, by the way. The outer world is just so much magically somehow better and more interesting. Even if it doesn't have like a billion events in it or whatever, it still looks so much better in my honest opinion. And this is literally every mod. Every mod of Skyrim, Fallout, you name it, Bethesda, and, well, the mod's just better than the original at creating outdoors locations. It's just wild.
but overall, yeah, this is really exciting. You may finally be playing one of the original Fallout games in 3D, and it might only be a month or so away now. But one of the pretty cool parts about the Fallout 1 remake is that it's partnering with the Fallout 2 remake, otherwise known as Project Arroyo. Ooh. This mod has also been underway for years at this point, and we get to see their recent progress on full display in their locations trailer, which dropped earlier this year. At face value, a lot of these shots look pretty cool. Even if you've never played Fallout 2, it's nice to see some of that world being recreated. But if you start to look at what Fallout 2 actually was, such as here with the Temple of Trials, it makes the 3D world space work being done by this team infinitely more impressive. With both this and the Fallout 1 remake mod, there's a whole extra level of work with just making things fit properly. Even before you get down to some of the level design progress, you have to actually interpret what you're seeing and strategize how you want to lay this all out. Adapting that top-down world to 3D and making sure it actually feels right for both the new as well as old players who are already familiar with the world space.
Oh, that's just a colorful way of don't make it be shit. I kind of agree.
And perhaps
people need to be able to recognize if they are old fans and they're not able to recognize the locations because you have just completely mucked them up with too many, too little, or just the wrong stuff in general. You kind of failed at the thing that you were trying, so that's obviously bad. But they do need, well, top down and 3D, very different. In 3D, you need so much more stuff, so many more set pieces, so many more details. It's kind of insane. You can't compare it to 2D, but then again, if you overfill it, it's bad, and if you don't, well, then congratulations. You're Duke Nukem, but the original game. Level 1 to start, and that's pretty much it. Not great.
Perhaps even more difficult is recreating some of the creatures. This trailer features several of them, including Fallout 2's unique mole rats, but going from this super simple sprite to a proper 3D model is a monumental amount of design work. But I personally think they really nailed the aesthetic, and both new and old fans will be happy. Beyond that, you also get a look at many of the recreated weapons from Fallout 2. Those early Fallout games absolutely loved using real-world weapons, so you'll see those well represented.
Dude. Imagine a Fallout game where the weapons were not designed by someone autistic. What a time to be alive. Because I'm not a guns guy myself, but it's one of the most hilarious things when you come across someone who actually understands guns and gun design, and then they talk about the guns in Fallout, how they are literally the most autistic thing ever created in humanity because they make absolutely no sense from beginning to end. Yeah, almost all Fallout guns are completely impractical in real life and serve no purpose to any of their design parts. They're not even made to look cool. They're just made to be stupid, which is hilarious.
Here, and Project Arroyo even has the unique honor of being featured in the Fallout TV show, as it seems one of their recreated billboards was used without permission in Season 1 of
It's Amazon.
Fallout. So as you can hopefully see, 2024 is very much so shaping up to be the year
100%, by the way. They just Googled assets and there you go. Or maybe someone was a fan of this, who knows?
of Fallout. We not only had the Fallout TV show leading to a massive boost with all of the games, and even Fallout 76 getting what many consider
It's already dropping it, relax.
to be one of the best DLC updates for that project ever. But thankfully the good news seems to
Best DLC update for the worst Fallout game? Yeah, okay, I don't think that balances the scale.
only be continuing into summer. Getting to experience Fallout 1 in a 3D world for the very first time should be amazing. Because right now, a ton of stuff is going on with Fallout 4. And if you're
Nothing good. Well, actually, with Fallout 4, stuff is happening. Anyway, that was Juicehead. 10 out of 10. Bye-bye.